You know, it's so important for us to uplift each other as women and men supporting our women in our community. I'm so excited to have a fabulous, phenomenal Renaissance woman sitting here with me today, career branding expert, Miss Ashley Dash. Ashley, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for inviting me and for that wonderful introduction.
Absolutely. She wears it really, really well. So, no one can explain what you do, but you yourself, because it's so unique, right. And a lot of people haven't heard of your title. So can you expand a little bit on your title?
Yes. So I'm a career branding expert, and most people are like, "What? Like, what does that mean? What do you do?" So basically, I help people lead healthier, happier lives. I help them make more money, help them increase their confidence, and really get unstuck and live the life that they're meant to live. So people ask me what I do. That's what I say. They're like, "What? How do you do that?" But what they're actually looking for is, as a career branding expert, what I do is actually position people in businesses in a way that people, they let their natural light shine, right? I say all my clients, business and personal, they come to me brilliant. They come to me excellent. And I don't change anything. We just brand them. We just position them both professionally and personally so that it shines, so that it stands out.
Listeners are probably saying, "Oh my gosh, how do you get started in something like that?" What does your journey look like? How did you get started becoming who you are today?
Okay. It's not as glamorous as people expect. It started when I was unemployed.
Okay.
I was unemployable. I had graduated.
A lot of people can identify with
yes.
that. Okay.
I was unemployable. I had just graduated from Winthrop University. Whoop, whoop.
All right.
And had a fabulous degree, business administration.
Yes.
And I had wonderful internships. Let's say get the corporate internships. I had my resume looked at. I had networking. I had everything. And 3 months after graduation, like, no one would touch me. Like, no one would hire me. I would go on I would have telephone interviews.
Right.
I would have conversations, and like nothing would work. And kind of got to like a sad place, call it sunken place, and I thought I had to move back home. And for me, home is Jackson, South Carolina. Okay. It's a very small city on a dirt road with horses. It's not really my stilo, not really my vibe. And I thought I had to move home. And to be honest, I just called my mom, crying, like in tears. I was like, I don't want to come home, but like I don't have any more money. I had saved the money. They say make an emergency fund. I had it, but then after you live a couple months and pay rent and put gas in the car, so I called her and I was like, I don't have enough money. I said I could break my lease and come home, or have enough money to like pay one more month. But after that, I'm tapped out. And she was like, well, you got 30 days to figure out life. Wow. And I was like, what do I do for 30 days? But that's what and in that 30 days, that's the genesis of me becoming a career branding expert. Everything that I was taught throughout the window, we started from scratch, and that's how I help my people. I help them from that place. I help them from the non-traditional advice, the things that they don't tell you, the things that I didn't have a mentor at the time, I had to figure out myself.
Right.
All of that research, all of that together is how I became a career branding expert. I started as a marketing major.
Okay.
But then I moved around and came to human resources, and I started getting really cool jobs, like at Mercedes-Benz and stuff like
nice.
that. And then it all just came together, and it just made sense.
Yeah. Actually, one thing that sticks out to me is that the time limit your mom gave to you. And so I think that's a superwoman move right then. She's saying, hey, daughter, hey, baby, you have 30 days. And so she didn't encourage you to kind of wallow in the pit, so to speak, but hey, this is your time. Do you encourage people to set defined timelines?
Yes.
Okay.
My clients, we have defined timelines. My programs, we have defined timelines, because that's what's important. You want to see something at the end. You want a result. You don't want to keep doing the same thing, forever. And that's how you know something's working or something's broken, right? So if I know within 2 weeks you should be getting bites on resumes, that's what I know. Within 2 weeks, if you're not getting bites, I know something is wrong. So timelines actually help me identify problems, help my people, and move things around. And massage things. Everybody has the same framework, but you might need different things depending on what your industry is, geographic location. We know like Atlanta and Silicon Valley are very, very competitive markets. So we're gonna do things a little bit differently than we would here in South Carolina or any other places across the country.
Okay, that makes sense. As they say, when you're Rome, do as Romans do, right? So whatever works for that particular situation. Absolutely. So, Ashley, you had this amazing tour on last year. Tell us about that.
So I had the Career Branding Blueprint Tour. It was my first tour, and it was amazing.
And that's Career Branding
Blueprint Tour.
Awesome, like that.
And what it was me sharing basically a lot of information I've learned over years that we don't oftentimes have the opportunity here.
Okay.
And it was also a place to create what I call safe spaces. So I deal with a lot of my clients are minorities. You know, I have all types of clients, but a lot of them are minorities. And a lot of times we experience microaggressions, some racism, some things what I call hurt that we have at work. I call it work hurt. Maybe bullying, sometimes decisions that we made ourselves make us kind of feel bad and we don't ever talk about it to anybody else. Or things that people actually do to us. Right, and we're maybe feel like we're in a powerless situation because, you know, we feel like we have to work because we have to pay the bills. So in the tour, I talked about the training about branding and how you can brand yourself and how you connect your personal and professional brands. And then we also created what I call safe spaces, sacred spaces, so you can share what's on your mind, what's on your heart. What is it that is holding you back?
With all of this wealth of knowledge that you just shared, so I'm assuming that this is provided in some type of package. Would that package be your book?
That is one of the packages. So I actually didn't want to write a book, to be honest. So I have a mentor. I feel like everyone should have a mentor, advice, person they go to for advice. You know, I have what I call personal board of directors. That's a separate conversation. But everyone should have a network of people that they trust and that helps guide them. And my mentor said, "You need to write a book," and I said, "I don't want to." She said, "You need to write a book." And I want to say shortly thereafter, I want to say that within like 24 hours, the opportunity for me to actually partner with a company to write a book came.
Wow.
And I was like, what am I going to say? Like, I don't want it to be all interviews, resumes. Nobody wants to read that. Nobody wants to, nobody wants to sit down and read about that. And I worked with this company and they said, you're not going to talk about it. They're going to share your story. And I'm like, why? Like, why would anybody want to hear? And they said, because it's important. It's how you do what you do. So in my book, Finding Career Freedom, it's my journey to finding my career freedom, what that looks like, what I had to do, how things I had to change from, doing like, oh my gosh, I can't believe moments to, you know what, this is the coolest thing I've ever done in my entire life. And I never thought that I would get here. And this is how I got here. And then I also have some of my clients in the book where we share stories about, what they've done. Like one of my clients, she's met Oprah, right? Which has been amazing. And they just lived the life that they wanted. They wanted to make different decisions, so they had to do some different things. And it's all about freedom.
Someone looking at this saying, hey, I have this idea, I have this project that I've been sitting on for years. I'm too afraid to jump, I'm too afraid to leap. How would you encourage them to step out on faith or whatever it is you may say to say, hey, you can do it? How would you encourage that person right now?
So I would say it's going to be terrifying. I call fear terror. Okay, I just call it what it is.
Right.
I think a lot of times we kind of try to make fear it's not that bad. No, it can be that bad. Okay, for me, it's terrifying experiences. But I think the most important thing is that you are terrified, but you take action anyways. You're scared, you take action anyways. You just have to move forward if it's that important to you, then you will move forward. That doesn't mean that the fear is going to go away. It doesn't mean that everything's going to always happen 100% of the time the way that you would like. But you're taking actions towards that goal. You're doing what you say you want to do. You're doing your life's purpose. And I think when we sit down and think about what we do impact other people, I think people will take their life's purpose more seriously.
The influence to the people that we hang around. Talk about how important it is to kind of protect or watch your circle of influence. Can you elaborate about that?
Yeah, so I have what I mentioned earlier, a personal board of directors, and it's basically my crew, right? It's the people that I know, like, and trust. Trust me. We have vested interest, and that's who I go to for questions, for problems, for issues. And I'm very protective of that circle because I share a lot of information. I feel like Rome is not built in a day or by itself. It's a collaborative process. So there's people that need to ask questions to bounce ideas off of, and I don't need to have fear that I can't share this with you because you're going to take it and make it your own.
Yes.
So what I do, what I encourage people to do, is figure out what their crew is. Right? Figure out who's in their crew. How often do they talk? What do they provide? Like my mother, she's part of my crew, right? I know my mother, while she doesn't have all the business stuff that I have, she's gonna be honest. She will actually don't work. She'll tell me why. Yeah. And I'm like, okay. I never would have thought about it like that. And you have to have people in your crew that don't think like you.
We want to uplift and target, and I want to highlight beautiful women who are, when I say beautiful, she's beautiful externally, of course, but more so for what you create. You have a creative ability about yourself because you're creating you're saving lives, so to speak, and you're creating this whole new realm of success for people that they may have never experienced.
Right.
So Ashley, you've done it. You've been in the game.
Yeah.
You're doing your thing. Talk to the people.
Right.
Minister to the people. No,
Right.
I'm just kidding.
I get told that to minister to people. I get told that a lot actually. And the first step is the action step. And that one action will lead to another action, which leads to another action, right? And you find your way through. Sometimes it'll be awesome, right? And sometimes it won't be, but you'll never make that mistake again. So in terms of inspiration and encouragement, you have to take the next steps. Scared, terrified, take it. Why are you doing it?
Right.
Right?
If you're shaking, just move.
Shake it,
You
yeah.
have to like wobble.
It's like shake and take the step, right?
Yes.
Like, I can't do this. You can do it. People not as brilliant as you have done it, and they've
Right.
succeeded, right?
That's good.
So that's what I tell my people.
Yeah.
And then, but you know, I say you have a plan. Like, then we go into like on the coaching,
Right,
mode, right?
right,
We're
right.
not gonna do that. But what do you need to do right now, today?
That's good.
The next step.
That's awesome. So if you didn't take anything away from this, everyone is asking. I know we can hear your thoughts right now. You're saying, "Man, what do I do?" You know. And she just said, "It's simply take the next step. The next step you have to keep moving, and eventually you will get there." Thank you so much for being here. And as people listen to this, you know, of course, we target women and want to highlight entrepreneurs. You know, just encourage the woman to step forward and for her to realize that she certainly does reign, that she
Yes.
reigns. So thank you guys so much for being here and listening to this wonderful segment. Like, share, tag, hashtag She Reigns. Ashley, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.